Hello Cozy Gamers and welcome back to the Cozy Gaming Club where we talk about all the latest and greatest cozy games. I'm Ellie and today I've put together a big bumper list of over 40 magical witchy games that you can play right now. And if you've played all of these and need some to look forward to instead, make sure to check out my list of 20 upcoming witchy games. Secretly 25. Prepare to be spellbound as we take a look at the first game on the list. Play as Flora, a budding witch who wants to learn more about the magical world of witchcraft. So she moves to the town of Grat and opens up her own shop selling delicious dishes from a vast selection of recipes and ingredients. Grat isn't the easiest town to get around though, and you'll need to master its platforming to collect ingredients, explore the town, and deliver orders to all the townsfolk. There's also a plot to uncover about two feuding covens, with a mystical dragon egg at the centre of all of the drama. Magical Delicacy is available on PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, and I've got a first look on my channel, which I've linked above to give you a taste of the gameplay. We leave behind the bright and cheery world of Grat for a much darker tale in the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Condemned to exile on an asteroid, fortune teller Fortuna forms a pact with a forbidden creature in the hopes of regaining her freedom. Craft an arcane deck of tarot cards that you can use to tell the fortunes of everyone you encounter. But be wary, as the decisions you make will impact Fortuna's friends and the fate of her coven. The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood is a gorgeous game with a complex tale to tell, and it's probably one of the more serious games on this list. But it's available on PC and Nintendo Switch if you want to give it a try. Next is a crafting adventure game where you play as a miserable old witch who wakes up with no memory of her past. She soon discovers that she has signed a contract with a mysterious goat and needs to collect souls to free the sleeping maiden, who she doesn't remember. Thrust into a gothic world of fables and fairy tales, it's time to head out into the storybook world to collect plants, while also using your wits to trap creatures and collect resources from them too. All of your resources will come in helpful to capture the promised souls of the NPCs, but you may find yourself going back and forward a few times to collect them all. Every apprentice witch must go to a witch house to help the nearby village and villagers, and you're next in line to start your training. But you decide to take matters into your own hands and stray from tradition by setting up your own potion brewing business in an old witch's cottage. Prove yourself to your school by using everything you've learned so far to help people and make the world a better place in Little Witch in the Woods. Scavenge for resources and use potions to solve problems, speak to cute and mysterious creatures, and fill up your book with witchy information. This game is in early access though, and not all of the content is there yet at the time of recording, so keep that in mind. And we have another early access game up next. Inspired by Kiki's delivery service, Mika and the Witch's Mountain lets you live out your Ghibli dreams, as you play an aspiring witch who works for the local delivery company to get packages to the townspeople of a small island. Fly around town on your witch's broomstick and discover all of the secrets the island has to offer, exploring every nook and cranny as you soar through the sky. One day you may even learn enough to fly up the mountain and become a true witch. While you are not technically a witch in this next game, I wanted to include it because of its focus on making potions. In Potion Permit, you play as a chemist who has been brought to a small town to look after the health of its townsfolk, who hate you. Despite that, you still have a job to do, so get to work diagnosing and hopefully curing the ailments of the local residents by gathering herbs and other resources to brew up life-saving concoctions. Over time, you'll be able to earn the town's trust by helping to upgrade the town, and maybe you'll even fall in love. In The Little Witch in the Lost Memories, you play as a girl who has, well, lost her memories. To get them back, you must journey into her dreams and search for secrets and clues through the dark recesses of her mind. Explore the different rooms of her mind, gathering information and gradually recovering the lost memories as the story unfolds. We all love a good witchy game. And in this crafting game, wit is your greatest weapon, and combat is not always the answer. Play as Luna, a young witch who is visiting her grandma to learn the basics of potion crafting. On her path to potion mastery, though, Luna must also learn how to gather rare ingredients, which may involve solving complex puzzles and battling dangerous enemies straight from folklore. Explore the deep crafting system as you discover new ingredients across 7 biomes to craft over 100 unique potions, each with different abilities for healing, combat, and utility. Our next game is another puzzle game where reality and mythical legends collide. After her troublesome cat causes a magical mishap, the young witch Harmony finds herself trapped in a series of cute dioramas. Solve these dioramic puzzles, riddles, spot the difference challenges, and more to explore this mythical world and find your way home. There are over 100 puzzles to play in Harmony's Odyssey and a number of minigames to keep you busy as well. Join Ellen on her magical internship at Witch Academy in our next game. Explore a mysterious mansion and put your puzzle-solving expertise to the test as you try to get to the bottom of a ghostly mystery. The Button Witch has a wide range of puzzles for Ellen to prove her worth, from challenging escape rooms to thought-provoking riddles, as well as a wide cast of interesting characters, including an adorable talking squirrel. Yeah, you heard that right. You're transported from your home in New York City to the unfamiliar and beautifully cruel world of Athia in this next game. If you want to make it back home, you'll need to master your new powers to traverse this sprawling world. But a devastating blight has corrupted it, transforming animals and men into unforgiving monsters that you'll need to face, leaving you with an impossible choice. Will you return home or stay to help the last remaining citizens of this magical world in Forspoken? I wasn't sure where to put this one, as it really is quite unique. Play as a witch living on the outskirts of a small medieval town with her cat, brewing potions for anyone who knocks on your door. From peasants to townsfolk and even the king, you'll never know who'll come to visit, but you'll need to listen to their problems and brew up a potion to ease their troubles. You'll also need to manage your reputation, though. Too many wrong potions and the townsfolk will rise up against you, and they have pitchforks. At least your soul was lost long ago, so the cycle will begin again and again in the Witch's Cauldron. In Reka, you'll explore autumnal woodland in your very own self-built chicken leg cottage. Start your new life as an apprentice to the legendary witch Baba Yaga in this next game. Venture across a mysterious natural landscape with your chicken leg cottage, which you can decorate and design yourself, and forge your own path in this inviting yet eerie world around you. Find and tame wildlife to join you on your adventure, meet villagers who you can cure or curse, and discover a new life as a wandering witch in Reka. While this game isn't out yet, it's releasing on September 12th in early access, so I thought I'd squeeze it in. Our next game is one of my favourites, and that's magical farming game Wylde Flowers. Play as Tara, who moves back home to help her grandma with a family farm, only to discover that she comes from a family of witches. In this game, you will help the villagers with their problems, solve mysteries, and uncover the secrets of Fairhaven. Wylde Flowers is fully voice acted with an incredible story to boot. I actually like to describe it as a narrative farming sim, as it's so much more plot focused than others in the genre, and they're continuously updating it so it just keeps getting better. Play as a Brill in this next game who, after crashing on Fern Island, decides to stay and become that island's witch. Learn about the island's history, converse with the locals, and find your place in the world on your journey to magical mastery by passing exams and completing quests. Perform magic rituals, brew potions, and seek your familiar's help. But remember, you're being judged by the Witch Academy, so you better be paying attention to your lessons. Renovate your witch's cottage, spend time tending to your garden of crops and herbs, and piece together the story of the previous witches who lived here in The Witch of Fern Island. Discover a beautiful Ghibli-inspired life sim in Moonstone Island, where you play as a fledgling alchemist starting their alchemy training. While on the way, though, you accidentally crash land on an island in the sky. There's a lot of crash landing in witchy games, apparently, and decide to make that your new home. Slowly find your footing as you befriend your new neighbors and float around on your little red balloon to investigate the islands beyond your own. There you'll meet and battle spirits of various levels, some of which are shiny, and maybe you'll eventually be able to uncover the dark secret of Moonstone Island. The land around your homestead has become corrupted by a strange miasma, and it's down to you to discover the secret behind its appearance. Survive the deadly miasma where dangerous warped creatures roam free and explore it to find its secrets. Bring back new plants and spells to help grow your homestead and use nature's magic to heal your plants. With every discovery, you can journey deeper and deeper into the corrupted land in search of new seeds, recipes, and knowledge in Homestead Arcana. In our next game called Critter Crops, you play as Sylvie, a newfound witch with the ability to grow magical creatures called critters. These aren't your average crops though, as each critter has their own unique ability that can be used to explore the island. Your job is to revitalize Mutter Island, your new home that's fallen on hard times. By nurturing your critters, you'll not only expand your collection, but you can also use their power to unlock the island's secrets and strengthen your own magical abilities. As you improve the island, other lost souls may end up moving in as well, also looking to start a new life. Our final farming and life sim technically isn't out yet, but it also releases on September 12th, so I thought I'd include it for future viewers. After losing your job in the big city, you end up in a small town far away from home. As luck would have it, you get to stay in a vacant witch's house and start building a new life. Build your own garden, grow magical plants for your potions and spells, and nurture friendships with the townsfolk. As your garden grows, you can even welcome in cute creatures who will live there, and of course you can pet them all in Garden Witch life. In our first visual novel, you play as the youngest member in a family of witches. But you're the black sheep of your family and regularly let them down. In fact, your grandmother has given you one last chance to prove yourself by saving the upcoming Harvest Festival. Create your troublesome witch and head to the village of Flora to brew potions, perform tarot readings, and bewitch the locals. This is a cozy visual novel with a beautiful art style, and it's available on PC, Xbox, and Switch. Jump into a world of magic, witchcraft, and mystery as the town of Wycherley's newest resident. After discovering you have an abundance of magical energy, your family sends you to learn how to harness that power with an old family friend. Spellbound: The Magic Within is a branching narrative visual novel with multiple endings, and it's just £4.99. Customize your character and choose which school of magic best suits you. Long ago, humans summoned fae creatures to this world and bound them to their will. But when these pacts were broken, the power of the fae turned upon humanity and brought chaos. Only through mastering magic do humans stand a chance against the fae, so they opened the best school for witches and a hope for all humanity. Welcome to Stardander School for Witches, where you'll learn spells, solve mysteries, and bond with your classmates. Play as one of 4 young witches as they try to protect their families and battle fae creatures while also navigating the complexities of school life and trying not to get detention. Run a school for magic in this next game. Take care of your students' well-being and help build your unconventional magic university. Will you turn it into a black magic academy with the best professors of necromancy and demonology, or a place in harmony with nature to train druids and shamans? Build your university using a magical deck that controls the magic taught in your school, from arcane artifacts to light magic and the shadow deck. Mix and match them all to create a unique build every game and try to train the next generation of witches and wizards in Spellcaster University. If you're not a fan of the deck building mechanics in Spellcaster University, then don't worry, because our next game is also a magical school building game. Design and build your dream magic school to prepare your students to harness weird and wonderful magic. But a strange, deadly fog descends around you, and you'll need to keep everyone alive while also preparing students to explore the horrors of the Underschool, a mysterious labyrinth that holds dark secrets and deadly battles. Study lost arcana, brew fun potions, and raise undead minions in Mind Over Magic. We're going from magic schools to magic shops in this next game. Any adventurer will tell you that Griselda's Magic Mixtures is the go-to shop for travelers and heroes in search of performance-enhancing concoctions, be it to obtain mighty strength, incredible intelligence, enviable beauty, or less heroic needs. But now Griselda has decided to take a step back from the potion brewing business, and it falls to you, a plucky former adventurer, to take the ladle in the magical mixture mill. Tiny Witch is a little bit more chaotic than some of the other witchy shop management games on this list. As the manager of a local minion store, you'll be preparing the best minions for a town full of dungeon masters to earn enough money to expand your humble magic store. Mash up resources to use for your recipes and then head to your alchemy table to magic up some minions. But remember, your customers aren't the forgiving type, so be quick if you want to earn a tip or you may end up facing their wrath. Surprise, surprise, you'll also be running a potion shop in this next game. In Alchemy Garden, you play as a budding alchemist who is building their own alchemy store from scratch. First, you'll need to grow a beautiful garden of flowers and plants to use as resources. Then it's to your cauldron to brew up a wide range of potions through experimentation using all kinds of plants and materials. Sell your magical potions in your shop to your customers and try to score the best deal to keep upgrading and expanding your enterprise. Once again, you'll be running a legendary potion shop in Potionomics. But there's a problem. You're incredibly in debt. Can you brew your way from penniless to stinking rich in this exciting crafting game? Make friends with people who can help you, perfect your potion recipes, and customize your shop to reel the customers in. Brew fantastical potions to keep your uncle's legendary potion shop on the map, and maybe you can even win the potion brewing competition. Make friends, customize your shop, and hopefully rake in the cash. We've got one final potion shop simulation game up next, but this one is a little different to the others. In Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator, you'll be physically using your tools and ingredients to grind up roots, flowers, berries, and more in your mortar and pestle. In a detailed simulation, you'll gradually make your potion, mixing your ingredients together, heating the coals, and more. This entire game is also created using a unique art style inspired by medieval manuscripts and medical journals that helps you to believe you really are an alchemist. In this sandbox-style game, there's plenty of ways to complete tasks, leaving the decisions completely on your shoulders. So collect your ingredients, invent new recipes, and try to master the art of potion making. We finally move away from potion shops in Strange Horticulture, where you manage a local plant store and build an ever-growing collection of strange but wonderful plant life. Explore the land beyond your little store, investigating tips from your loyal customers to unearth more plants to stock. But be careful and ensure you know what every plant is before you sell them to your customers. There's also a darkness lingering around Undermere, and you are quickly thrust into an occult mystery stretching back hundreds of years. Meet a cast of interesting characters, each with their own needs and motives, but choose carefully who to support as your decisions will determine the fate of this small town and its citizens. Head back to Witch School and play as a group of troublesome students in this magical turn-based RPG about friendship, love, and loss. In Eichenfell, you'll have to use time to your advantage to power your spells, defeat unique enemies, and explore the halls of your mysterious magic school. After your sister disappears, you and your friends band together to try and find her. With an incredible soundtrack, turn-based combat, and a fun story to work through, Eichenfell will fulfill all of your magical school desires. This overwhelmingly positive reviewed RPG follows the story of Pieberry, a young witch who grew up alone in the woods. One day she strays beyond the confines of her home and finds herself caught up in a world of witches, humans, and never-before-seen monsters. Explore this vast world, taming animals to help you on your adventure. And while the Witch Spring series started on mobile, it's become a rewarding JRPG with a great story and character development. Play as one of two young twin witches who have been left home alone and get up to all sorts of mischief. Embark on a silly and heartwarming journey to steal your mum's wand and bring your favourite frog plushie to life. What could possibly go wrong? Short and sweet, the Cauldron Kids' summoning of Mr. Vermicelli is a cute and wholesome adventure that takes around 1 to 2 hours to complete with a low price of just £4.29 to match. Chat, is it cheating to group all the Atelier games together? Possibly, but this incredible series of RPGs focuses on alchemy, and there are so many games to choose from, including Atelier Yumiya, which was just announced in the latest Nintendo Direct. But it's not coming out until 2025, so you've got time to visit all the previous ones if you haven't before. The gameplay is focused on exploring the map to harvest resources and returning to your atelier to synthesize items to progress the story. Each time you get stronger and can travel further afield, unlocking more resources and discovering secrets about the world around you. As for where to start, there's a lot of debate about that, so I'll let you do your own research. If you're looking for something a little different, then you should definitely check out this witchy strategy card game. Play as a witch building an empire of witches in this colourful card stacking game. Place cards on top of each other to create new items or carry out actions, and prepare your village to defend against the enemies who threaten it. You must manage your coven and expand it to new heights if you are to withstand the coming darkness. But you can only do that by experimenting and unlocking new witches. If you're looking to play with friends, I also found 3 co-op witchy games, the first of which is Witch It. In this hilarious hide-and-seek game, you play as either a witch or a hunter. Witches can transform into any physical object in the landscape to try and fool the hunters, or distract them while they try to escape, while hunters have an arsenal of tools and abilities to detect, slow down, and trap the witches. This game looks utterly ridiculous and reminds me a lot of Prop Hunt, but with a magical twist. There are 15 different maps to play across in online co-op with your friends. The second multiplayer game on my list is Witchtastic, a challenging cooperative cooking game about brewing and delivering magical potions as fast as you can. Gather ingredients such as deadly nightshade, garlic, or mushrooms and throw them into the boiling cauldron. Master dozens of recipes and embark on a magical journey, but quick and accurate communication is the key to success if you and your friend want to make it through your shift without falling out. We're getting a little combat heavy from here on out, starting with Spells and Secrets, where you play as a first-year student arriving at your magical academy to begin your magic training. But everything changes on your first day when your school is thrown into disarray, and you suddenly need to save both it and rescue your lost schoolmates. Fight off magical creatures as you journey through your school's grand castle, solving puzzles and finding powerful artifacts to aid your adventures. Only by training hard and leveling up will you be able to uncover the real plot behind the attack and save your school. This game can also be played in local co-op with a friend. In this action-packed twist on a farming game, you play as the last Floramancer, fighting to protect your beloved forest from ruthless robots. Plant seeds and nurture your gardens to grow a range of plants that offer you unique spells and abilities to defend it. Plant them strategically to harvest them at the right time, and master the art of water, fire, air, and earth to tactically take down your enemies. But your enemies are strategic too, and you'll need to learn their behaviors and vulnerabilities if you wish to succeed. But the good thing is that if you fail, you can try again in Floramancer Seeds and Spells. Our penultimate witchy game is Little Witch Nabita, a 3D action shooting game where you play as a young witch just trying to solve the mystery of her own life. Journey through a colossal castle, exploring its sinister hallways and fighting numerous bosses who call it home. At first glance, this game doesn't give off Souls-like vibes, with its adorable main character and her cute kitten sidekick. But there are countless enemies to fight, and you'll need to master the art of both melee and magic damage to complete the story and uncover the truth. And finally we have the Night Witch, a beautiful hand-drawn Metroidvania with fast-paced shoot-'em-up combat. Encounter evil foes and choose whether you'll wield magic or use your weapons and wits to take them down. Customize your own unique playstyle, upgrading your knight abilities for more fast-paced shoot-'em-up experience. Or strengthen your witch magic and explore tons of different deck-building strategies with over 30 unique spell cards to choose from. Those are all of the witchy games that I was able to find. Did any of them catch your eye? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more cozy gaming content. I hope to see you next video. Bye!